There's a moment each morning when you stand at the threshold between who you were yesterday and who you might become today. In that precious space, before the world rushes in with its demands and distractions, you hold a power so profound that most people never recognize it. You hold the power to make promises to your highest self. These are not ordinary promises. They are not wishes or hopes cast into an uncertain future. They are declarations of spiritual law. They are the conscious alignment of your mind with the very forces that govern success, health, and happiness in this universe. Today, I want to share with you 10 sacred promises that can transform your entire experience of life. These are not my inventions. They spring from the eternal wellspring of truth that has guided seekers and achievers for countless generations. When you make these promises each morning and live by them each day, you are not merely thinking positive thoughts. You are invoking spiritual law. You are setting into motion the creative forces of your own consciousness. Let us begin with the first promise, the foundation upon which all others rest. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. This is not about becoming hard or indifferent. True strength is like the deep roots of an ancient oak tree. The storms may rage above, but the tree remains unmoved because its foundation reaches deep into the earth. Your peace of mind is your spiritual center. It is the calm place within you where wisdom dwells and right decisions are born. When you promise yourself this strength, you are claiming your divine right to inner tranquility. You are declaring that no criticism, no setback, no disappointment has the power to shake the serene confidence that is your birthright. Each morning, remind yourself that you are the guardian of your own peace. You have the key to the inner sanctuary, and you alone decide what enters there. The second promise flows naturally from the first. Promise yourself to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. Your words are not mere sounds floating in the air. They are living forces. They carry the vibration of your consciousness and have the power to uplift or discourage, to heal or to harm. When you speak of health, you are not denying the existence of illness. You are affirming the greater reality of perfect life that seeks expression through every living being. When you speak of happiness, you are not ignoring sorrow. You are acknowledging the joy that is the natural state of the soul when it is aligned with truth. Make your conversation a blessing wherever you go. Let your words be like seeds of good that take root in the minds of others and bloom into better experiences for all. Your third promise is to make all your friends feel that there is something worthwhile in them. Every person you meet is a center of infinite possibility. Within each human being lies the same divine spark that burns within you. Your task is not to judge or to find fault, but to recognize and reflect back the good that is already there. This is not flattery or false praise. It is the spiritual practice of seeing with the eyes of truth. When you look for the best in others, you call it forth. When you believe in their potential, you help them believe in it too. You become an agent of awakening, a mirror that shows people not their limitations, but their possibilities. The fourth promise asks you to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true. This is perhaps the most misunderstood of all the promises. It does not mean pretending that challenges do not exist. It means training your mind to automatically seek the opportunity within every difficulty, the lesson within every setback, the blessing within every seeming curse. But here is the crucial point. You must not only see the sunny side, you must make it real through your actions. Optimism without effort is merely wishful thinking. True optimism is the faith that sees the good and then works to bring it into manifestation. Promise number 5 calls you to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. This is the promise of excellence in all things. It is the refusal to accept mediocrity in your thoughts, your efforts, or your expectations. When you think only of the best, you are feeding your subconscious mind with the highest quality mental food. When you work only for the best, you are honoring the divine creative force that works through you. When you expect only the best, you are aligning yourself with the universal tendency toward perfection and growth. The sixth promise may surprise some people with its generosity. Promise yourself to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. This promise reveals a profound spiritual truth. In the grand scheme of existence, there is no separation between your good and another's good. Success is not a limited commodity that must be hoarded. It is an unlimited expression of creative force that multiplies when shared. When you celebrate another person's achievement, you are affirming that such achievement is possible. You are opening your own mind to receive similar blessings. Jealousy and envy are like walls that block the flow of good into your life. Genuine enthusiasm for others' success tears down those walls and allows the river of prosperity to flow freely. Your seventh promise is to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. The past has no power over you except the power you give it through your continued attention. Every moment you spend dwelling on old failures is a moment stolen from the creation of new successes. This does not mean ignoring the lessons that experience has taught you. It means extracting the wisdom from your mistakes and then releasing the emotional weight they may have carried. You are not the person you were yesterday. You are the person you are choosing to become today. Promise number 8 is simple yet powerful. Wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. Your face is the window through which your inner state is revealed to the world. A cheerful expression is not only a gift to others, it is a command to your own subconscious mind to produce the feelings that match that expression. A genuine smile is one of the most powerful forces for good in the human experience. It costs nothing to give, yet its value is beyond measure. It can lift a heavy heart, brighten a difficult day, and remind another soul of the joy that is their true nature. The ninth promise requires discipline and wisdom. Give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. Criticism is the luxury of the idle mind. The person who is actively engaged in building their own character, developing their own talents, and pursuing their own worthy goals simply has no energy left for the destructive habit of finding fault with others. Make yourself so interesting to yourself through constant growth and learning that you have no need to occupy your mind with the shortcomings of other people. Pour your mental energy into the cultivation of your own garden and watch as it blooms with increasing beauty and abundance. The 10th and final promise encompasses all the others. Promise yourself to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. This is the promise of transcendence. It is the declaration that you will live from the highest part of your nature, not from the lower impulses that would drag you down. When you are too large for worry, you have expanded your consciousness beyond the narrow confines of personal anxiety. When you are too noble for anger, you have chosen the royal road of understanding and compassion. When you are too strong for fear, you have claimed your inheritance as a child of the infinite. When you are too happy to permit trouble, you have discovered the secret that joy is not dependent on circumstances but flows from the recognition of your own divine nature. These 10 promises are not mere words to be repeated mindlessly. They are spiritual exercises to be practiced consciously. Each morning, as you stand at that threshold between past and future, speak these promises to yourself with full understanding of their meaning and complete intention to live by their wisdom. Remember, you are not trying to convince the universe to give you something. You are aligning yourself with the spiritual laws that already govern all success, all health, all happiness. These promises are not magic formulas. They are practical applications of the most profound truths about the nature of mind and reality. The universe is waiting to respond to the clear, consistent signal of your consciousness. When you live by these promises, you become that signal. You become a living demonstration of what is possible when a human being chooses to cooperate with the highest forces of life. Begin today. Choose one promise and practice it with full attention throughout this day. Tomorrow, add another. Within 10 days, you will have established a morning practice that can transform not only your own experience, but the experience of everyone whose life you touch. The great secret is this: success is not something you achieve. It is something you become. These promises will help you become the kind of person to whom success flows naturally, inevitably, and abundantly. The kingdom of all good is within you, waiting only for your recognition and your cooperation. Make these promises now and step forward into the magnificent life that is your destiny.